All right, let's crack the carbon cycle for a level geography. I know it sounds complex, but trust me, by the end of this, you'll see just how vital and interconnected it is. Picture carbon as Earth's ultimate traveler, moving through 4 key systems: the atmosphere, the biosphere, the hydrosphere, and the lithosphere. Think of the atmosphere as carbon's high-flying highway, mainly in the form of carbon dioxide, or CO2. The biosphere is every living thing, trees, animals, even microbes, where carbon is the backbone of life. Next, the hydrosphere, that's all the water on the planet, especially oceans, which actually store a mind-blowing amount of carbon. And finally, the lithosphere, Earth's crust, where most carbon is locked away in rocks and fossil fuels, sometimes for millions of years. So how does carbon move around? Let's break it down. Plants absorb CO2 during photosynthesis, making glucose and oxygen. That's how carbon enters the biosphere. But plants and animals also respire, releasing CO2 back into the air. When organisms die, decomposers break them down, releasing even more carbon either into soils or back into the atmosphere. Now here's where humans come in. Combustion, burning fossil fuels or wood, shoots a huge amount of stored carbon into the atmosphere as CO2. That's a big reason why we're seeing more greenhouse gases today, but there's more. Carbon moves through rocks too. Chemical weathering absorbs CO2, creating carbonate minerals. Over millions of years, these minerals can turn into sedimentary rocks, another way carbon gets stored. Oceans also play a starring role. They absorb CO2 from the atmosphere, and marine organisms use some of this to form shells. Think coral reefs or tiny plankton. When they die, their shells become sediments, locking carbon away. Meanwhile, ocean currents help move carbon around the globe, keeping things in balance. Let's talk timescales. The fast carbon cycle covers things like photosynthesis, respiration, and decay. It happens over days to decades. The slow carbon cycle? That's geological time. Think millions of years, as carbon moves in and out of rocks and fossil fuels. Here's the kicker. Humans have really shaken up the carbon cycle. Since the Industrial Revolution, burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and land changes have pumped extra CO2 into the atmosphere. This supercharges the greenhouse effect, leading to climate change, melting ice caps, rising sea levels, and more extreme weather. But it's not all doom and gloom. We can manage the carbon cycle through carbon sequestration, planting forests, or capturing emissions from power plants. Switching to renewables also helps keep the cycle in check. So, mastering the carbon cycle isn't just a box to tick for your exam. It's key to understanding climate change and protecting our future. Remember, every time you breathe, drive, or plant a tree, you're part of this epic cycle. Stay curious, and good luck with your studies.